Welcome back.
Hey, you lovely people.
Pieces of canned food.
Canned food?
Canned food.
I mean, canned food is kind of cool.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Anyways,
Back on the bus.
after my 4 months of grieving, and finally got over that whole spiel.
Yeah.
I recently got in touch with my old friend from Taekwondo. We were my friend dude.
Oh, okay.
He got me into guitar and all that stuff. Bought me a bass. Anyways, all that jazz. And a week or two later, we went to the mall together. Me and this dude, and we were walking around and saw this beautiful chick. And she happens to be, or at least we knew her from Taekwondo years ago, and we were both kind of ecstatic.
This is a totally different chick, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The October chick.
Oh, cool. October.
Uh-huh.
October.
October. And I was just like really excited, so I was like, oh, hi, and just like waved because she was kind of across the way.
Right.
And whatnot. And then we just were in like a checkout line because she didn't really approach us. But then we were in the checkout line, she came over and we talked for like a minute. And then that was that. We went our separate ways.
Right.
Later that day, my friend dude was my friend dude because it's named dude. Was like, yo, I should like slide into her DMs or whatever. I said no, I don't think so, because I legitimately thought she had a boyfriend.
Right.
Although I think she did. But later that night, she slid into my DMs and was like, hey, do you have a snap? I was like, what?
Whoa.
Excuse me. But I went to her like Insta, and there weren't any photos of her boyfriend, because last time I checked, I think, because we had each other's Insta from like a long time ago, but I just recently looked at him and like I didn't see the dude that was there last time, so I wonder they probably just broke up. And another reason why I think it was a downfall, just like kind of skipping over what happened, was that I was just probably a rebound.
Right.
And then the next person in line after October, the non-believer, I believe was just more of a rebound of the
rebound.
Because I was the rebound, but she was the rebound to like what I wanted to be, and it just was a whole
Cluster.
Yeah,
Fudge.
Exactly.
That's terrible, man.
So that's why I don't want to rush into another relationship. Right now.
Well, okay. Well, here's the difference between all of them and this one. That you're not, you and the bridge of rivers, have nothing, know nothing of each other, have no relationship past, And this is what I always say, is that like when you're dating someone, you're not in a relationship. You're just dating someone until you guys both agree that you're in a relationship. Because, there's crazy people out there, like after the first date, you're like, oh my god, she's my girlfriend now. It's like, no, hold on. You're still getting to know each other, and you don't know if you want to take this farther enough. Like, so that's why they call it dating, because you're trying to like push the buttons, you're trying to get like all the right information. At least that's what dating should be, always. It should always be that, like just seeing if you two are compatible. Where people make mistake is that once you date, you're like, okay, she's my girlfriend now. Like, no, that should never be it. So, what I'm saying is that you should take this lady, take her on a nice dinner, and just say, hey, you want to go out to McDonald's sometime? Start taking all the ladies to McDonald's. Like, a girl will never say no to A, French fries, B, ice cream.
So,
relationship.
I just don't even want to talk about what I was gonna say. That's way too inappropriate. What I was just about to come out of my mouth. But
I think now we're all wondering what that is.
it had to do with
son of a
ice cream and French fries.
Oh.
I'll just put up an image of something random.
Oh.
So don't worry about it.
I'm gonna use all my stupid Pokeballs catching this stupid Weedle.
Why are you catching a Weedle?
I need to catch 2 more Pokemon.
Oh yeah. You silly bee.
For HM Flash, because that's where I was at that rock tunnel where
Oh yeah, you need Flash to find the thing, to find the flute, to find the...
To find the Jesus, to find the...
Oh, yeah. Have you found Jesus?
Let's not talk about that in this...
Spaghetti?
This is not relation... it's got religion
Okay,
groups.
so after...
Religion chickens.
After October, girl, so we... she slid into my DMs, and we were like, oh yeah, and then we talked a little bit, and it was amazing. So it was like Friday, went to the mall. Saturday, we talked a little bit, and I was like, hey, what about Sunday? I'm free Sunday. And she was like, sure. So
Okay.
I met like on the second day, we started talking.
Nice.
Which is cool. It didn't really turn into like a texting relationship. It was just more like met up right away, and
Nice.
met like I drove to her house and we went on a walk. It was a beautiful day. We met at the bridge, or like started walking to the bridge, and I wondered. We walked over there, and that's kind of like one of her quiet spots that she likes.
Right.
And she was more of a passive person. She was a little outgoing, but more just on the
Reserve.
yeah, reserved.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, which was I like that, but I wasn't sure what she was insinuating, because she was just kind of like quiet and just almost made these like suggestive hints.
Yeah.
But I literally was only with her for 5 minutes. That I hadn't seen her for like 4 years.
Yeah.
It was so I was really like, what do I do? So then after like 1 or 2 minutes just like chilling by the water, we hadn't really talked or gotten into much conversation. We just finally kept moving. We went to the park, because she kind of lives on a lake, but there was a park nearby, and we sat down next to like the baseball field.
Right.
And leaned against the fence and just like had a really good time. Just random conversation. It just kept going, and it was awesome.
Nice.
And that day was what I would classify as like a perfect day.
Nice.
Woke up, had an awesome thing, went on the sort of date, just like got to know her a little bit more. Beautiful day, and got caribou, hung out some more, and that was it.
Nice.
And they were like, well, I guess something, I'll text you, and went from there.
Did you ever text her back?
What?
You texted her back then, right?
Yeah, we
So what happened with that one? What ended up happening? I think you explained it.
Yeah, we went on a few more. We went to like Dairy Queen a couple times and just met up for like half an hour and talked there, and then she went. Then one time I was like, hey, you want to come over? She hung out with me and my friend at my house, and then near the end of the 2 weeks period, she came over to my house. We watched a movie together, snuggled a little bit.
Oh, this is the one where this is like the chick, like the really awesome chick, the one that I forgot how you told me this, but you were watching a sunset in the backseat of a truck.
Oh.
Is that the one?
Oh, I forgot about that sunset. Yeah, it wasn't a truck. We just like.
But that's the chick you're talking about,
Yes. Yeah, I totally forgot about that sunset. There was another. Oh, stupid Evan. There was another moment where like I could have kissed her. Where it was like there was the zone, it was right. And then there was another moment where my friend and me and my dude friend went over to her house, and he played guitar or whatever, and there was another moment where he like played a love song, and then like it was like set up perfectly, 100%. She was like, she wanted it, he made the song, and then I just like.
Why didn't you act on that? That's
because I was.
That's the thing is.
I was so naive and awkward.
With women like these, they
they
expect you to lead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was so outgoing, like when I was at the mall and happy, but I had never been in like a more intimate situation.
Oh, I guess that's
was
the first time.
Other than the Taekwondo chick, like when I was 13.
Yeah.
That was just like not really comparable, because it wasn't really dating. It was just more like, hey, I just kind of like, I like you, whatever. It's really super juvenile. But this was the first like actual, I wanted to marry her kind of deal.
Yeah. I think I kind of went off on that one. Where I was like, that one just didn't go anywhere because you didn't go anywhere with it.
Right.
I think that's just what happened.
After like the couple weeks of dating, had her down in my basement, whatever. We watched Lord of the Rings or whatever. I don't remember what we watched. But anyways, after she left, it was the next day. I texted her like, hey, so what about doing something or watching another movie?
Yeah.
And then she responded with, sorry, I feel like a jerk, but I just don't want to date right now. Or something. It was a little more blunt than that, I think.
Yeah.
But it was like, I don't really want to date. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, whatever. That's fine. And then I hadn't really messaged her. And I was just like really, really bummed because that was the chick.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. And now she's with some other dude, which is cool. But
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. Let's take the time machine back. What would Evan think? Jumped in a time machine. Goes back to. Let's go to the sunset thing. What do you think you would have done differently if you were to be able to time travel backwards?
I would probably have tried. I don't know, like have more. I had conversations almost in mind, like of kind of what I wanted to say, but then I always like when I just saw her, or like her eyes were amazing,
Yeah.
and I just like lost myself in them,
Yeah.
and so I would just lose. I had no brain.
Yeah.
I couldn't think. Whatever. It's just like I lost myself, so I didn't know what to say. So I would, if I could go back in time, I'd probably have maybe more of a deep chat with her then, or maybe even. Probably at the end of the day, although I think I dropped her off and didn't get out of the car. But
But there was times where you could have made moves. That's what I'm getting at.
I believe it was.
Forget the talking, just make moves. That's just what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Oh, you can have so many women, so many things. Oh, you gotta make the moves. You gotta sometimes see. That's the thing about life. Sometimes you just gotta dip both feet in.
But my other thought process is that it almost felt like super forced, and she was like always really busy, and then I was like, I made time for her because like I really wanted it, but it was the ratio wasn't really there.
Oh
almost
yeah,
to-
well that's another entire
then-
thing. We'll talk about next time. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, what kind of outro should we have in this one?
I think Arturo just like shaking his head.
Yeah, that works. All right, bye guys.
No.